All right. Delphi. The Delphi case. What we know, why we know it. Let's start off. Richard Allen. Is he bridge guy? I don't know. People say he looks taller than Richard Allen. That is true. Um, I don't think so. I think there was many because I just don't think Richard Allen would be able to get the girls to where they were if, like some of these podcasters are saying, was killed automatically. I don't think he had enough power to do that without anyone seeing him, anyone hearing anything, no blood trail. It don't make sense. Now, if he had a weapon like a gun and had the girls walk there and then kill them, then yes, I do believe it could have been one person, lone wolf. Some of these YouTubers are saying. I think even True Crime Web, is that his name? I think so. I think he even said, yeah, it's possible Richard Allen did this by himself. If it is Richard Allen on the bridge, is it possible that one person could do this on their own? Yes. But he, he would have had to have time. The big thing is the search, right? It's possible the search team just missed them, right? Missed the people, the two girls, when they were searching. That is possible. And they weren't found till the next day. It is possible that someone found the girls and maybe staged it. We really don't know, right? Maybe one of the search teams had a problem with somebody, maybe the Odins or whatever, and tried to make it look like that, or Richard Allen or whoever bridge guy is. In all this stuff that Anthony Greeno is bridge guy. No, Anthony Greeno is not bridge guy. All right, folks, get that out of your mind. And nobody is accusing him of being bridge guy. Uh, these creators are acting like we have a beef with these people. We don't. The only beef we have is that they've been lying and withholding information to benefit their channels. And so they can be the hero at the end, right? The truth is, folks, they were stolen photos. This is why people can't get a fair trial in America, right? When you got people within the system leaking information, it's just like YouTube, folks. They hack our computer, they get your information, photos, whatever, and then they try and blackmail you, extort you, or even some of these sickos try and stalk your family and kill them or whatever. These people are nuts. We really know what the motive is. What is it, right? What would be? Why would this guy target out two girls? He was targeting them out for a reason. Either he thought he can control them. He might have knew them. They walked up, and that's what got him. Is once they seen who it was, they might have thought they were safe, and then the person turned on him. Yeah, very possible. But Richard Allen alone, if it is Richard Allen, uh, killing the girls right away and then having to carry the bodies all the way to where they were found. Uh, I, he'd have to be on that meth shit or another pharmaceutical drug that he might have been stealing from CBS. It is possible to do, but he would have to have time, folks. He would have had to, in order for him to decease the girls as soon as he walked up on them right there at the top of the bridge. He would have had to carry both bodies. There's no way he carried both bodies at one time. If anything, he would have had to push him off of the hill, but there would have been a blood trail. There would have been a blood trail unless he went back and clean and sweep the whole area. So it just ain't working. There's no way that he did that at the top of the hill on the tracks and then maneuvered the bodies through the creek, pull them up the other side. He would have needed a lot of time, folks. That ain't done in 39 seconds, even if he is hyped up on meth or a pharmaceutical drug. No, and the size, the height ain't fitting for me. They're saying Richard Allen's 5'4". A lot of people are saying it just ain't the size ain't adding up. It does from a distance look somewhat like Richard Allen, but I need something clear photo that says that's him. So there's no way, not by himself. This whole thing, they were deceased at the top of the hill. He had to drag the bodies. There would have been blood trail. They would have seen that right away. If they were walking down it was still daylight when they were looking for the girls when they started looking. They would have walked down that bridge and seen a blood trail right to the scene. They would have found them right away. Nope, that's not the way it happened, I don't believe. It could have. And the guy had plenty of time to go back and clean up every piece of blood and pick up every single leaf, branch. I mean, if he's got time, yeah. But there was people out there within 3 hours of the murder or an hour within the murders looking for the girls. They would have seen it. They just, I don't know. Hello, Debbie. So it didn't work out that way. And I do think that, do we know where the murders took place? I don't know. The evidence will show that. We won't know that until it goes to court. The evidence will show if they were killed there, then it was possible that one person did it themselves. Meaning walked up to him with a gun, made him cross the creek. On the other side of the creek, the girls came to their demise. The guy walked out of there. One man, could it be done that way? Yes. But if they're saying that it was one guy, the girls were killed right away to keep them quiet, and then he had to carry them bodies to the spot, there ain't no way. Not in the matter of the time. And there was people out there as the murders were happening. There was people on the trails. They would have heard something. I'm just thinking Is it Richard Allen? That's Bridge Guy. Richard Allen might have been there. He might have seen what happened. It might have been other people. I went with someone else. I don't know if we got it right or not. I must have. That don't mean I solved the case. I do believe we are looking for more people. And they might not have had anything to do with the murders, but they're affiliated with these idiots that did, or this person that did. And I don't know if you folks know anything about crime or law, but just knowing somebody that has committed a horrendous murder could get you questioned and looked at, even though you had nothing to do with it. Yeah, crazy. But true. So, do I believe one guy could have did this if he had a weapon? Yes. Do I think there even though he had a weapon, do I think maybe there was more involved? Very possible. Very possible. There's a lot of looking into this child kitty porn stuff down south there. Pedos, whatever, trafficking. It's been going on for a while. Is it possible it is something like that? A group of these people, a gang, whatever? Yeah, very possible. Very, very possible. The only way we're going to find out the truth is when it goes to court. Then we will find out the truth of who really, what kind of evidence they have. They might have made a mistake, and they might have realized they made a mistake, and they're trying to fix it. Do you see, the whole time they were focused on it's one guy. A lot of these YouTube creators were focused on that. And then they released the recording. And then the police said, keep in mind, we don't know if this is Bridge Guy's voice or someone else's. So, and then when the police did come out and say there was numerous voices on the recording other than Abby and Libby's, then that was a pretty good hint that there was more involved. Now, maybe they weren't even involved, but some of these HD phones now with microphones pick up all kinds of noise. So there might have been other voices on that recording, but they were way in the distance, possibly walking down the bridge or in the trails as it occurred, as this crime occurred, this murder. It's very possible. We don't know. The voices that we do want to pay attention to are the voices that are coming through crystal clear on the recording. You know, voices we can recognize somebody is close to the phone. This is what we want to focus on when they do release the rest of this stuff, or they might not release it until court. What else do we want to go on? His body. That's the only thing we got to go on, unless somebody comes up with a magical photo, crystal clear, a bridge guy that we can say that's Richard Allen. We can't say that right now. The only thing we got is his body walking. And here's the truth. Do you want me to tell you the truth? The truth is some of these podcasters might have compromised the photos and actually edited a head on top of a body to make it look like someone else. And a lot of people are upset at me. What are you talking about? Yeah, these dudes are the programs out today. If you got the money, you could buy a pretty good program, and you can make it look like it was the Wizard of Oz walking down that bridge. So we are at a stipulation, whatever you want to call it, in this case where you got to wait for the data. You got to wait for professionals to look at the video and say, this is a real video. The bottom part is the real part of the body walking, but the head has been photo opped or edited or whatever, or vice versa. It's the real face, but the body is not matching up with the face. Someone photo opped or edited the body part of it. Very complicated. And a lot of people just think, oh, well, there was a leak. So this is that, this, that. Leaks are bad. Especially that's why people can't get a fair trial in America no more. I mean, this ain't politics stuff, right? I can see if this was a politic case and it depended on America, right? But this ain't politics. I don't want to hear this crap coming from these YouTubers. It's politics. No, it ain't. This ain't a politic murder. Has nothing to do with politics. Why the two girls succumbed to their death. And these podcasters saying, oh, it's politics and everything. They're leaking it. We can't do that. You lost your ways. It has nothing to do with politics. It does have something to do with the justice system, but politics, no. The girls did not come to their demise over politics. Can we agree on that or disagree? We got a problem with these sickos. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies. A lot of you ladies fell in love with some of these podcasters, and your hearts are going to be broken when you find out the truth and the data comes out that some of these idiots ain't who they said they were. And some of these idiots proclaim that they're all this stuff, but they're not. They might have been at one time, but they're not no more. So can we all agree that these two girls did not succumb to death because of politics? Can we agree to that? Debbie, what do you think? Do you think politics had anything to do with the murders of Abby and Libby? I don't. Not one bit. No. Why, I have no idea. Probably because you don't see a maker. But it is possible one man did this job. If he had a weapon, if he coerced the girls to cross the creek and go there and then do the murders, yes. But that don't take off the table that it is possible that this person had help. He only had a short time span. There was people out there. He knew that. No one heard nothing. So if the girls were dropped off at 1:30, 1:45, even 2 o'clock, they were supposed to be picked up at what, 4 o'clock or something? If I remember correctly. It's been so long. 5 o'clock or whatever. They were supposed to be picked up, or they didn't show up. Nobody can get a hold of them on their phones. Short window of time, couple hours. Could something like this be done within even an hour? Yes. If the guy only had an hour to do the job, the mission, whatever he was on, could it be done within an hour? Yeah. He walked up on the girls, made them cross the river, killed them, and walked right on out of there. Could have been done within 30 minutes. But then you have staging of the bodies, which takes time. You got artifacts or whatever they're, roads or whatever they're doing, guy putting leaves on the body, sticks and everything. That takes a little time, unless this was all pre-planned. Right, the killer came there on a mission, he accomplished it, and then staged it. Now, he would need a little bit more time. So now you're pushing maybe an hour. Right? All along, why he's doing this, why he's staging the bodies, which he picked the right spot because it was a ravine. I don't think you would have been able to see him, even if you were on top of the bridge. I don't think you would have been able to see that spot. Maybe he took him to that spot because he knew that he would not be seen from the bridge, thus giving him more time. But how did he know how long the girls were going to be out there? How did he know that no one would have been looking? How did he know that they came there alone? That no one would be looking for them for at least 2-3 hours? How did he know that? You're talking, this is a big risk. you got other girls on the trail, walking the trail. You got grown adults that were out there. You got numerous reports of other girls out there. Why this is all going on. Maybe he did know that area and took him right to that place because he knew he wouldn't be seen. He would be able to stage the girls and do a sick little routine and know that he wouldn't be seen unless somebody was either coming in from the cemetery or down one of the trails on the other side of the thing. But other than that, it was a ravine that they were found in, supposedly. So hills on both sides, right? Even when you get out of the you pull in by the cemetery, you got to walk down, right? If you're standing at the cemetery looking out, you don't see down in there. So yeah, very possible it was just one guy, Richard Allen. I don't know. It would have to be somebody a little bit stronger than Richard Allen, somebody that worked out, somebody in shape. Is it possible a 4'4", 5 foot, or a 5'4", or even a 5'6" or 7 foot guy that is in good shape carry one of the girls? Yeah, but it would take time. It would take time. Could he carry the girls by himself? Yes, but he would have to carry them so far, put them down, take a break, and then pick the girls back up and start carrying them. One of them supposedly weighed 180 pounds or whatever, 200 pounds, right? Could he do it? Yes, but it would take time. And like I said, he had a window span there of 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it was. So yeah, it'd be possible, but like I said, it would take time. You're taking a risk of being seen. You're taking a risk of someone coming down the driveway, the owner of the property that had a private driveway there. You're taking a risk of being seen. You're taking a risk being seen of people coming to visit the dead at the cemetery, right? If you're going to go out that way, you don't know. It could be somebody there. There is satellite photos that were showing at that time there was a vehicle. At the cemetery, satellite photo. So it's possible. Now, whether that vehicle was there at the time of the murders, or if that vehicle just pulled up and was actually maybe one of the search people and the satellite caught the photo, that's possible. It is also possible that satellite photo, the killer could have been parked there. We don't know. It could be possible the satellite photo did show that car parked at the building on the side of it, tucked away. That's possible too. It's possible the killer is still right underneath our nose. He could be all the way up here by now by me. He could have came from this area, drove down and did it. Possibly. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on around here lately. Some kind of a politic, religion, uh, gang lately. Some kind of a politic, religion, uh, gang here. I've seen it on the paper. So it's possible. Do I think a motorcycle MC club did this? The Odins? No. They are not into killing young teenage girls, not unless one of their club members was essaying or doing something bad to one of these girls, and that's why they killed them. But in a whole, then usually these MC clubs don't kill children, right? Now the MC clubs run a lot like the mafia. There's rules. You don't kill little kids. You don't go after the kids and stuff of the families. But when you're mixed up into drugs and madness, rules are broken. Even within the mafia, a tight group that runs like a military group or whatever, they have rules. Sometimes they break their own rules, but not. They have morals, integrities, right? They're neighborhood people. They're people that live within the communities. That hey, we don't want people tearing up our yard. We don't want people, they're regular people, just mafia. you know, it, it, they're just regular, normal people. Same thing. Teenage kids messing in with their property or whatever, or their next door neighbor's property or whatever. They get pissed off. They're just like normal people, just an organization or whatever they call it. So it's very possible it went down with just one dude, but that don't mean we ain't looking for others. We're more stuck on this whole Keegan Klein connection, Chadwell, these other guys down there that were in prison, Kurt, these other YouTubers that were suspects in the case. And that's not me. These people are pissed at me, right? And all I'm doing is saying, wait, listen, you guys said that on your video. And you know what? I liked that one creator, Michael Cat. I watched that dude a couple times. I liked that dude. The dude was pretty cool. But even he said on his own video that he was questioned in the Delphi murders. Anthony Greeno said the same thing. Well, hell, they took his phone. They won't give it back. He even found another phone out there at the crime scene, and a flip phone. And he said on video that the police didn't even want that phone. They wanted his real phone. Hell, these YouTubers are already claiming they solved the case. I remember the battle between Sonny Justice and Anthony Greeno. That goes down in YouTube records, right? They both claim they solved the case. We all were shocked. They solved it 3 years ago. But yet we wake up today, we turn on the TV, and this is all brand new stuff. It was just leaked yesterday. That's funny, because we've been watching these channels for years, and they were talking this stuff, maps, sticks, years ago. What happened to the 20 girls that were out there? Price and the 20 other girls that were supposedly kidnapped and put into some kind of trafficking ring. And the girls was a cover up for actually the trafficking ring. We have a lot of questions to ask in this case. It's an ongoing case. We continue to investigate. We continue to watch YouTube. We continue to make arrests. And even though they weren't there and didn't do the murders themselves, they're connected to people that might have been. And that's enough to build a case on. And that's enough to collect data and information and question. Now, you folks have a great day. God bless you all. Justice for Abby and Libby. Summer Wells, Michael Vaughn, Gabby Petito, Kylie Rodney, and so many more. So many more women that have lost their lives, children. So, do I think there was more than one? My opinion, very well, possibly, may be. How many more? We won't know that until we hear all the recording. We won't know exactly how many people were there. We can only estimate, make assumptions, and our own theories. And here they are, just theories. That's it. That's as far as it goes, couch potato investigation. Now, you folks have a great day. Be safe. I do agree with some of you YouTubers out there that are keeping an open mind and realizing that anything is possible in a murder case, especially of children, photos, and sick stuff. Anything is possible. God bless you folks. Amen. I'll be back. Thank Debbie Fox for stopping in today. The great Debbie Fox. Great lady. Uh-oh, the bells are chiming. The bells of Nazareth. It is 2 o'clock, but that clock says 3. So we're all good. All right. You folks have a great day. Be safe. God bless.